What's going on, Spurs family? Welcome to Spurs Talk with Ahanu. And I know this video, some people might say, well, he's just saying that because if you don't know, I wasn't big on this pick coming out, but he have proved me wrong. I do see a lot of upside in this player if he continues to play. But my thing is, I think we should bench Jeremy Sohan. I think not as a punishment. I think we should start Isaiah Roby over him. And it's because Jeremy Sohan at this point of his career is more defensively than he is offensively. And when you look at our defensive stats, a good defense is a team defense. Jeremy Sohan does have the ability to guard 1 through 5, but he's not he's not there yet as a lockdown defender. But what he does allow us to do is he allows us to switch. But that still is ineffective because when you switch in, it still involves a team effort. And it's a lot of over rotations on our defense that leave open shots. Our closing out is poor. I mean, it's been a lot of shots that I've seen where players could tie their shoes and still shoot the ball and still have a good look at the basket when they shoot. It's just our team defense is poor. And you can be a great defender individually all you want, but if your team is not rotating well, not closing out well, then it hinders you irrelevant. And how our defense is playing as a team is making the Jeremy Sohan start irrelevant. And that's where I come in with Isaiah Roby. Now, Isaiah Roby is probably not as good on his feet as Jeremy Sohan defensively, but he is capable of still allowing us to switch. He still can hold his own a bit against a player on the perimeter. Now, not as probably as good as Jeremy Sohan, but it's not like a huge fall off. So in our team defense, we're one of the worst defensive teams in the league, if not the worst. So my mindset is, I hopefully I see what y'all think about this. My mindset is if we're not really improving defensively with Jeremy Sohan in the game, and he's furthermore in his career early on defensively than he is offensively, definitely in terms of shooting. Well, let's see if we can give ourselves a better boost offensively, because when Jeremy Sohan's in the game on offense, they playing off him, they daring him to shoot. His player is literally, making the lane a little bit more packed because they daring him to shoot. And if you put Isaiah Roby in there, the floor opens up, right? The floor opens up because Isaiah Roby is an excellent shooter. I think he's shooting around 40%. Let me get that right. I don't want to say anything wrong. So Isaiah Roby, his 3-point percentage is 42%. Yeah, so around 42%, and that allows, you can't leave him open because he has the ability to knock down a shot, and that opens up all the other player movement, the handoff, the pick and rolls. Now nobody can't be cheating over off of Isaiah Roby because he can knock down that shot, and even if they do, he's capable of making them pay, and it just opens the entire game up. And I know a lot of people would say, well, you don't want to hurt the kid's confidence, placing him on the bench. He might, his mentality, he might take it the wrong way because, he probably, lose confidence. But that's where coaching comes in at. Ginobili started some games and then he moved to the bench. And I believe Popovich know how to, relay that message saying, okay, we're not benching you because you're not good enough. We benching you for this, you're going to get your same minutes, but we want to start the game with this. We want the ability to stretch the floor and with a better score. And Isaiah Roby off the ball movement is pretty good as well, and his off the dribble driving into the lane looks pretty good. I think we should start this kid. I think we'll be better offensively with Isaiah Roby in the starting lineup and not be a drop off defensively. But with Jeremy Sohan, our defense is worse in the league, one of the worst in the league. And offensively, he adds something offensively. He can grab the ball, he can push it up the floor, he can play point. He's pretty good offensive. But do we really need that? If we start in the game and we have, if we start Isaiah Roby, do we really? I mean, if we start in Jeremy Sohan, do we really need him to initiate the plays? If we got a point guard in the game already, and Trey Jones. So we don't really need that person that's a four that can bring it up. We got so many players that can bring up the ball. We have in the starting lineup, we have Trey Jones who can bring the ball up the floor. We have Devin Vassell that can bring the ball up the floor. Keldon Johnson can bring the ball up the floor. So that part of the game is not really needed with the first unit. So putting Isaiah Roby in the starting lineup is not going to really make us a worse team, but it could improve us offensively because he can stretch the floor. So if you look at their stats, let's look at the comparison. I really don't like stats. I really don't like looking at stats like that. I like to look at the eye test. And lately this week, I've seen how Isaiah Roby can be a good player for us starting, and then coming off the bench, it opens our offense up a lot more, I believe. So when you go comparison, they really shoot the same percentage from the field, but I'm not really looking at that particularly. I know Jeremy Sohan can finish around the rim and stuff like that. Where I'm going is the space in the floor. Jeremy Sohan is not there yet in his three-point shooting. Obviously, I believe he's going to develop that over the summer. He really don't develop that over the course of the season. But Isaiah Roby shooting 42% from the three-point line is miles better than Jeremy Sohan's 18%. Now, the effective field goal percentage is about this, around the same. They both effective. But Jeremy Sohan is at 50%, and Isaiah Roby is at 55%. And when you go to the averages of total rebounds, Jeremy Sohan obviously get more rebounds. He's been improving his rebounds of late. So this 4 rebounds a game is definitely going to improve for Jeremy Sohan. There's no doubt. He started off the season not really getting much rebounds, but he's starting to pick up his rebounding ability. So I'm not too worried about that. But Isaiah Roby is putting up two rebounds in total. The assists is not really much. We're not really looking for them to get that many assists. Definitely Jeremy Sohan is early in his career, and that's the position he plays. But Jeremy Sohan 2 assists, Isaiah Roby 1 assist. So it's really not no really big difference. When you look at the points, Jeremy Sohan gets 8 points a game, and Isaiah Roby gets 4 points a game. But you have to put in perspective that Isaiah Roby is only getting 12 minutes a game and getting half the points of half the minutes, basically. So it's pretty much identical. So you're not really dropping off much. But what you do is when Isaiah Roby is in a game, you get a person that can space the floor and have more room for penetration, like for guys like Keldon Johnson and enough space for Devin Vassell in this in-between game. When you look at per 36 minutes, Isaiah Roby gets more rebounds per 36 minutes. He gets close to 7 rebounds a game. Jeremy Sohan gets around 6 rebounds a game. He gets more. Isaiah Roby is getting more assists per 36 minutes with 3. To Jeremy Sohan's 2, and he getting more points per 36. Isaiah Roby gets 13 points. Jeremy Sochan gets 11. So again, it's not a huge difference. But what I'm basically starting Isaiah Roby. My idea of starting Isaiah Roby is based off his ability to stretch the floor, and it got nothing to do with any other area, because it's not a huge drop off defensively as people would think. Because again, we play team defense. A lot of times, Jeremy Sochan can be in the right position, but if his teammates is over helping and they not really rotating to the players, then you getting open shots, and it's like, it's really, defense is really a team thing. It's not really an individual thing, but it's good to have a player that can individually lock another player down, and we don't have a lockdown defender on this team yet. And Jeremy Sochan could turn into that lockdown defender later in his career. He got the potential to be so. And so yeah, it's interesting. This is my take. This is basically my take. I don't expect a lot of people to agree with this take, but it's just my personal opinion. And I hope I get to see what y'all opinion is. I really hope to see what y'all say in the comments. I know barely people comment. I'm doing this on my my channel where most of my music, where I be posting music on. So people probably don't view this as a Spurs channel, which is all right. I do want to start a new channel, but I already started videos here, and I don't want to confuse people with that, just moving to a different channel, and I moved to a different channel for the small few who do watch these videos. But yeah, that's my take on this whole situation with Isaiah Roby. I think he should start. Well, it's not a situation, it's just my thoughts, right? So that's my thoughts on how we should start our next game. And I don't know what Popovich might. I know when Jeremy Sochan didn't play, I think he didn't play one game. I'm not sure. No, he pretty much played all our games. I believe. I'm not sure. I must be mistaken for the. The what is it? The summer league. I must be mistaken for the summer league. So, but yeah, I think that's the way to go forward. I think Isaiah Roby gives us the equal amount of chance to win with Isaiah Roby in the game. Then my words is messing up. I can't even get my words together. Y'all just see y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's not a huge drop off if Isaiah Roby is starting, but he does give us a bonus, and he can spread the floor. And people gotta, they gotta be honest. They can't just hang off of Isaiah Roby. He can knock down the shot. So I had a little mental glitch there. So it's all right. I'm not going to redo the video. But yeah, anyway, that's my take on it, and I wonder what y'all take is. I believe Isaiah Roby should be starting games. And that's it for today. Our next game is Wednesday, so can't wait for that. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and I will hope that I see a comment in the comment section, because, it's good to see what other people think. And make sure y'all share this video, of course. Make sure y'all share. I appreciate it if y'all share as well. So peace and blessings.